King Mike here, and I'm gonna give you some game. Never give a bitch a second chance to put you in jail the first time. Think on what I'm saying. Never give a bitch a second chance to lock your ass up the first time. The minute your bitch get out of order, don't put your hands on her. Put her ass out. That's it, that's all. Put her ass out and make her stay out until she's ready to comply with your demands. Now, if you put her out and she wanted with some other nigga, she wasn't yours in the first place. That right there tell you why she was out of order. She had another nigga in the cut. I'm telling you from experience. I just saw a football player. This nigga looked bad, throwing bitches through TVs and shit. And I had to watch that again because I wanted to see if she was acting because the shit just didn't seem right. You feel me? Motherfuckers don't go to sleep, wake up in the morning, this is a beautiful day. I think I'm going to get up, get a haircut, wash my car, go home and put my foot in my old lady's ass. That's not the way abuse happens. Sometimes a nigga can be an alcoholic and just, he started having delusions because he might be a little schizophrenic and that should be undetected. And the alcohol set this nigga off. But this woman knew what she was doing. Now, should this dude go to jail? Yes. That shit look bad. Yes, he should have. Why? Because he gave her a second chance to get that shit right the first time. You feel me? They said that the police been called out there before and nothing happened. This time she corrected her mistake. She had a camera set up and the camera was rolling. This nigga didn't wake up and say, bitch, the sun is too bright and was kicking her ass. He didn't say, bitch, my favorite song didn't come on and then start hitting her. He had a reason for doing whatever he was doing. Is the reason justified? No, never justified. We won't even have that argument. This bitch gave you a reason you should have left. And when you calm down, go home and put the bitch out. Period. She did some foul shit. Set this nigga off. And the way he was talking, that wasn't the first time she did it. So therefore, that tells you she set this nigga up. She was real dramatic with it. This nigga threw her into the TV. I saw that. Wasn't no faking that. I saw it. But somehow, that TV didn't get blew up. I seen motherfuckers trip and fall into a TV, and that shit was useless. Okay? Also, this bitch hit the ground and immediately went into the fetal position. She wasn't dazed, she wasn't hurt, or none of that shit. If she felt she was in danger, she'd have got the fuck up and ran. I saw her give her interview the next day. There was no swelling, no bruises, no nothing. My life is worth less than a TV, putting shit out there to anger women. All because she was mad at this nigga and she wanted to hurt this nigga before she left. That's what that shit was about. If you was in an abusive relationship, why didn't you leave? Well, we can't leave. We're trapped. Okay, but she can leave now that he's in jail. Now, I'm not justifying what he did. I'm not saying none of that. What he did was fucked up and he should go to jail. But his mistake was trying to correct the bitch that could not be corrected, who did not want to be corrected. She did not need to be corrected. She knew what she was doing. There was no accident. There was no confusion. She was out to get this nigga. And he gave her a second, third, probably a fourth chance, and she finally got it right. That's all that shit is. First time she fucked up, she got a reaction. But the police didn't do nothing. She had to do a little extra when she went back to the drawing board. Did a little extra. Police didn't do nothing. Somebody put a bug in that bitch ear. Like, hey, turn the camera on. Let the news handle it. Now they have to do something. Because they probably called them out. They probably wasn't going to do nothing. And shit hit Facebook. Facebook gets shit out there way faster than the 6 o'clock news, motherfucker. Once Facebook get it, now the news must respect it. Everybody looking at the motherfucking chief of police like, nigga, what's going on? What time is it? While you got deputies or a patrolman out on the force letting shit like this slide. They done lost Bill Cosby. They getting the rest of you niggas. So I'm telling you, never give a woman a second chance to lock your ass up for the first time. That's a grown woman with good sense. People argue. Really? Why, if you wrong and you know you wrong, why are you arguing? Now, if you don't know you're wrong and the other person's upset, state your case, let them state theirs, and you sit back and you toss it around and see who makes sense. That's called a discussion. But if you have to argue at any time, you got the wrong motherfucker. Period. Two grown adults should never be arguing about anything. You know if you fucked up. If you fucked up and you don't say my bad, she need to leave your ass. If she fucked up and she can't say my bad, better get the fuck up out of there or put that bitch out. Because she can't say I'm sorry. She can't say my bad. Eventually it's going to come to the point where in order for her to look like the victim, you got to go to jail. It's going to go all the way. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying women are, bullshitting men, because there's a mortuary or morgue full of females who gotten battered, who gotten defeated, who got killed. So I'm not making light of that subject at all. But this is one way to cut down on some of the domestic violence, some of the abuse. You want to get your lady in line? Get rid of her. She'll come right back. I'm sorry. We can't keep having this. And you sit down and you lay the ground rules. And she listening to them. She'll can agree and come in or disagree and go wherever the wind blows. But if she agree and she come in and she break them rules again, that's it. That's all. Even then, you got to watch your back because she's going to set you up. I gave a female a second chance. I married her, but I gave her a second chance. And she on Facebook getting niggas all worked up. We moved from LA to Oakland. She had motherfuckers waiting in the form of Oakland PD. You feel me? Call in her fake domestic violence. This nigga locked me up. The judge want to throw me under the jail. But there was no evidence, no nothing. But while I was locked up, he was fucking the shit out of that woman. What I'm going to do, get out, find out about it, which I did, and play Yosemite Sam and kill up both of them and be in jail for life? Nah, go on. Why do I want that problem? She done showed me. She done pointed out my mistake, and she pointed out who she was. Nigga, go on, take her. He didn't want her. He fucked her a few times, then dumped her. Oh, I want to get back. No. You got to go in the wilderness. Ain't fucking with you. You didn't even come pick a nigga up when he got out of the can. She couldn't press charges. Come to find out, this bitch got a track record a mile long. So that's my fault for not researching the bitch. So it is what it is. Well, you might be in love and all that, but it's called sacrifice. Be ready to make the sacrifice.